So in this video, you'll see, I don't even remember what week I'm on. I think it's the rest of week 1 of prep and then on to week 2. I know in the last video I talked about how many more hours I'm working, and it's kind of affecting how much free time and the lack of time I have outside of work. With my training, I'm always going to get it in, but outside of work and gym, there's not much else. I used to have time to post weekly, but now it's looking like I'll be able to upload videos every other week. This squatting session, I was surprised. It felt really well, and squats have not felt good for me for a while. Really proud of, again, hitting all my numbers that Scott wrote for me. I'll let the rest of my squats play out, and then I'll come back in on the next lift.
Good up. Get up.
So as I was having a good squatting day, Scott's bench, he was not. He's just in a lot of pain, and some days, especially not being on prep mentally, he just can't push himself and force himself to deal with pain while he's not on prep. So this is just us talking. He failed a lift before this, didn't hit this set, but you'll see later on he does come back and he does a really heavy bench single. I think it's heavy, but it kind of shows with him. He's never going to feel good. It's just if he feels strong mentally. And at the beginning of this lift, he didn't feel good mentally, and then he was able to push through and um, finish a heavy single. So this day we got into the gym way later than we normally do. I had worked a 10.5 hour day, and so did Scott. So it took a lot for us just to get to the gym, but I had to get my training in for prep. I ended up tweaking my back this day, and it hurt so much to get off the bench. I failed a few lifts. I had, I believe, 5 singles at 151, and towards the end, I couldn't do it. My back was killing me. I felt really weak, but I was able to finish strong with this press up. Um, Here I am. I was having some trouble getting out, and then I was really proud of it because the other one before was not good, and I wanted Scott to pay attention to me, but he was talking to some of the friends in the gym who compete for the Special Olympics. And then this was Sunday, and by Sunday, I was dead. So that bench day was on a Thursday where I had a long work day. And then Friday, I had another 10.5 hour day. And I worked so much that physically I had more work to do, but I had to clock out. I'm like, I cannot work past 10.5 hours. I felt sick. And with work, it's like, do you want to be overworked or not have a job? And right now I'm choosing to be overworked, just kind of giving everything I have at work and still trying to push hard in the gym. These banded lifts felt really heavy, but I was happy I was able to get through the numbers that Scott wrote for me. They were not easy by any means, but I was proud that I was able to get through them. My back was still hurting from that bench day, and it kind of hurt for about 3 or 4 days after. Scott finished with some deadlifts, and at the end, he does finish with some heavy deadlifts for a lot of reps. Block it. Nice. Up. So with my back being tweaked still, this squat day, my form was kind of compromised. I had my back in the back of my head, and I just didn't squat as well as I did the previous session. This day the numbers were higher, and it's the heaviest I've gone, I believe, since last year. So I was happy I was able to get through the squats without having like any shooting pain, but the back pain was there. I was kind of guessing I didn't want to get too low on my squats, so some of them like right here. That's not as deep as I like to go for my squat depth, but still proud of how this session went. So I'm kind of just showing like parts of each of our lifts. So I don't show you guys everything. It'd take way too long, and I'm sure you guys don't want to see every single set that we do. But this bench day called for lighter numbers than last time. I felt stronger, and my back was feeling a little bit better. I try not to arch as much as I normally do. Um, it was just like I said, this was our Thursday lift, and then the next day, Friday, I worked an 11-hour day, and it's just been really hard, just finding energy physically and mentally for the gym. But no matter what, I'm always gonna be there. I'm always gonna push through, and no matter how my workday is, I'm always gonna hit the gym. I feel like in life, you should never let work take over completely. You should always make time for your passion. And right now, that's what I'm doing. It's hard, but I'm always I'm always gonna make time for my lifts. Really appreciate you guys watching our videos, and I hope you'll stay tuned for the next part of my prep. And I'll pretty much be halfway done with prep, and then finish out strong and on the comp.
No! Don't hesitate, don't hesitate. Come on, man. All right, Tan Flacco, go get you that gas pack.
Go cop the mixtape.